So tell what being a teacher meant to you.
I was a math teacher primarily, and what I enjoyed most was seeing students get the ideas. It registered and they were able to work with it. I had many students who didn't like math, and by the time I had taught them for a year, some of them loved math. And it's a wonderful science to me. And I also taught physics, and I really enjoyed that. I had a summer of preparation for it by the National Science Foundation, paid for tuition for faculty members to get trained in the new math and the new sciences. So that was one of the most exciting things, to open the physics lab and begin teaching there. It was wonderful.
What would you say was your least favorite thing about teaching?
Correcting papers and making grades was my least favorite thing. I loved the classroom work, and I loved what I was doing, so I think the students loved it as well.
And what would you say, you kind of touched on it before, but what would you say is your favorite thing about being a teacher?
About
teaching?
About teaching. My favorite thing was the working the lab work in the physics department. We had kits that had everything in them that we needed for a series of experiments, and to see the awareness and the grow in the students and see it all fit together, it was very exciting. I was delighted to have the new math come into being, and we learned number systems and lots of things that weren't taught before. So that was fun.
What made Sisters of Providence teachers special?
They loved the students, and they worked hard. They were very committed, and they were interested in the individuals. It was like a big family, and the spirit was excellent, and we had good principles. Grew a lot, and I enjoyed the people among whom I worked. It was wonderful.
And what would you say made the Sisters of Providence schools special?
School?
Like if a school was a Sister of Providence school, what made that special?
Well, they all knew that Mother Theodore was an exceptional person, and they loved her. So there was a spirit of Mother Theodore in the school. The sisters would go home here to St. Mary's in the summertime on a cyclic system at the time, and come back just renewed and enthusiastic and energized about getting the school going and started for the school year. And being there, it was a big family.